Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another episode review. This is a show that probably most of you have forgotten about that review, but it's iZombie. Um, yeah, season two premieres in 2015 apparently as well, which is interesting. I've never seen something happen where like the first season takes entirely in 1 year, and then they start off the other season in that same year. And what I'm talking about is that season one premiered on March 17, and it ran all the week on a weekly basis all the way to June 9th. Now, season 2 premiered on October 6th, which is like 4 months after June, July, August, September. Yeah, 4 months. Okay, and I know I'm reviewing this all the way in December, about 3 months later. But yeah, I've binge watched the first few episodes. So yeah, again, this is still part of my plan, trying to do more reviews. If you haven't noticed, during Thanksgiving weekend, I did a few Flash and Arrow reviews. I'm still going to continue with that. I'm going to mix it up a bit more with Gotham and their iZombie in the mix as well. I'm going to do The Walking Dead, the last mid-season finale review. And yeah, and while I'm at it, I'm still trying to put in Red Band Society, the series review, because it's only one thing, it's only one season. The whole series review of Red Band Society and Fear the Walking Dead into all this mess. So I'm in it for the long haul. Let's go with that. So yeah, episode one, season two, iZombie, which is called Grumpy Old Liv. So yeah, as usual, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those of you that actually watched this episode and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Nice. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those of you that actually watched the episode and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that I never gave you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. Excuse me. So yeah, now as usual, quick synopsis and likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So basically, it's been in the TV show's continuity. It's been about 3 months since Liv turned Blaine and Major back to normal with the cure. Since the season finale all the way back in June, it's been 3 months, which is again pretty accurate to the real timeline. I mean, the real life timeline is about 4 months. In the show, it's about 3 months, so it's pretty accurate. Since the whole attack occurred, and at the end of the last episode, and I was actually gonna do a discussion topic on this. I would have done it if I had known that season two was also going to premiere this year, okay? I was basically going to do a discussion topic because at the end of season one, Liv's brother, his little brother, or her little brother, younger brother, whatever, he's kind of around that area where the attack happened, and there's still a bomb that's supposed to explode, and the bomb explodes and he gets injured. So I was gonna do a discussion topic on how this will affect Liv moving forward, because she can't really donate blood or organs or anything. And they kind of if season two would have premiered next year, I definitely would have done the discussion topic. But I didn't know it was gonna premiere so soon. So yeah, to kind of answer the question, that she doesn't really have good family relations to in general. She just doesn't have any good family relations anymore. Her mother doesn't want to see her. Her brother doesn't want to see her. And the thing is, they don't know that she's a zombie, okay? They don't know she's a zombie. So it's really hard for Liv to move forward. Now, again, the main purpose of the show is that Liv eats some dead person's brains. She gets the personality of those people. She helps solve the murder. In this episode, this grumpy old guy, gets killed by accident. Kind of. The person who killed him was drunk. Okay, I'll explain in a second. But she eats the brains, and he's this grumpy old guy. Let's just say he's had a lot of enemies. And she's trying to figure out who killed him. As usual, that's basically the major part of every single episode. Who did this murder and who killed him and what happened here. So yeah, and here I feel it was interesting. I feel like at first, when I first saw it, was interesting, but it's a bit forgettable compared to some of the other ones, in my opinion, that we have had in the previous and in some of the future episodes. Because again, I binge watched some of the episodes already. So yeah, I feel like when I first saw it, I liked it, but I feel like I still like it now. I just feel it was a bit forgettable, and I feel like this episode was a little bit filler at times. Um, some of the other stuff that's going on, Major and Blaine, because of the cure, they can now sense who's a zombie, because since they were zombies, they know how zombies are. Now they now sense who's zombies. So now you have the Von Clark guy from the from the energy drink company who hired Major to kill every single zombie. He says these are potential zombies. You know, if their hair, if you get your zombie senses tingling, well, but if you have your zombie senses tingling, kill them, and if you don't, then just let them be. So he gives them a list, and he says, "Oh, by the way, there's this girl called Olivia Moore. She's on the list. I really want her dead, but she doesn't have to be immediate death," which is funny because he knows that Majors has some kind of connections to Liv, so that's interesting. I mean, it does set up for the season. So I mean, overall, it's a pretty good season. As for the murderer case, which is usually like a minor thing, but still pretty important per episode because it is like one murder per episode. It's like the one and done type of situation, like the freak of the week thing in this show. Again, I thought it was forgettable. The person who did it was one of his neighbors. The reason is basically the guy kidnapped the neighbor's dog because it was pooping on his lawn or something like that. Um, Knocks him in the basement. The neighbor doesn't know. He thought he just killed the dog. So he goes out to the bar, gets drunk, comes back in a pretty smart way, so he's not caught on camera. Um, he comes back, and the old guy, he's repairing his car. So yeah, he was repairing his car. The guy, the drunk, the neighbor, he's drunk out of his mind. So he kicks the car falls down on the guy and crushes him to death. And he's like, "What the fuck have I done?" Then he hears a dog barking, and he's like, "Oh crap, I didn't have to kill him. Whatever, I got my dog back." So yeah, then he goes back to the bar, and then exits. Somehow with the dog hidden, and it shows that he did leave the bar on camera. Again, it's so yeah. I mean, they always try to put these people like the murderers, make it seem like they have some kind of brains. Ironic term, but they always try to put the murderers to be somewhat smart. So that's interesting. I mean, this is one of the smarter murderers, and he's a bit more empathetical, I guess. You empathize with him a bit more or whatever. Like, it's sad that he goes to jail, but he's like, you just committed murder. Okay, and I know they never kind of go back to a murderer or the murderer or whatever, but I'm pretty sure he's one of those few. He's one of the few murderers in this show that you can empathize with, and I'm pretty sure he'll get out of jail pretty soon. And by soon, I mean at least 10 years for good behavior. 5 minimum. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Because normally these murderers, you don't give a shit about. I mean, it's pretty funny what they do and how they commit the murder sometimes. I mean, I know, but still. I don't know. Is it just me, or I feel, or do I look a bit fidgety, just the way I'm sounding? I don't know. It's kind of cold down here, ish. It's raining a lot. I can tell you that right now. Holy shit. Um. So yeah, I'm gonna basically cut this video short. It's pretty long. It's almost 10 minutes, but whatever. I know scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent. I'm gonna give this a 7.5 out of 10. It's pretty good start to the season. I just feel that, and I feel like this is gonna be a problem for the whole season. I just feel like since they shot it and premiered it way too close to the end of season one, I feel like there is gonna be a few more flaws with this show. Just throughout all the season. So I think they should have waited till like March of 2016, and then premiered the show from March to June or July, like they did season one. There's no cuts in between. I don't think there's, aside from maybe an odd 1 week break or some shit like that. I don't think I don't think it'll have that many breaks in between. So yeah, I think that's what they should have done. I don't really like I mean, I do like the show, and I do want to see it, but I want to see it be good. And I just feel like here, I think there are elements that feel kind of rushed. I feel like that's something I'm gonna see throughout the whole season. Um, so yeah, just it being a little bit rushed, just because I feel like they shot it way too close to season one or whatever. They were trying to do stuff because of season one. So yeah, that's basically it for this review. 7.5 out of 10. That's basically what I'm gonna give it. And yeah, subscribe, comment down below on your thoughts on the episode. Have you seen it? And if not, why not? And if you have other thoughts on it, comment all that down below. Let me know. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.